Hi folks, this is Dan with Dan's Retirement Journey on Philippines Bound. Well, I got to tell you, there's nothing like doing a vlog in the car in natural light. Anyway, I think that's kind of funny. Have you noticed over the past few days how far they've gotten on the house? I'm very, very impressed with the progress they've made. There's nothing like Filipinos constructing a house Filipino style. Way different than the American way of building a house. And I think that this is what part of the reason is why it's so inexpensive to build a house in the Philippines. It's not just about the exchange rate and the cost of labor. It also has a lot to do with what they charge for building permits, and the bureaucracy is pretty minimal to get by in the Philippines. But in the US of A, particularly here in Sacramento, it's almost impossible to build a house from the ground up for under, I would say, $300,000, because you're going to be paying a huge amount of that money just in fees before your project even gets started. But in the Philippines, all you got to do is draw a basic plan, give them an idea of what you want it to look like, and away you go. You are off and running. There's nothing like retiring uh, to some place without a mortgage. Now, lately I've been talking about this at work with some of my coworkers, and one impressive guy that I talk to a lot about this subject tells me that him and his partner plan on buying a motorhome and traveling the country during retirement. They've got no plans of waiting until full retirement age uh, until they make their great escape. And so I love the idea. I love the idea. If I were to start all over again, I would have prepared a little bit better, and I would have saved so that I wouldn't have to wait until full retirement age in order to retire. But stand by. That may not happen. I may, in fact, be going a little bit sooner rather than later. And one of the reasons why is understanding that I will have to transplant myself into a country that is least expensive. And I'm not saying you can't do this in the United States. You certainly can live in the United States in some places for under $1,500 a month. You just have to seek them out. Are they the most desirable places in the world to live? Probably not. But I'm saying it can be done. It's all up to you. So if you do a little checking around, it is possible to live comfortably in the United States on your Social Security check. But that's not what I'm planning on doing. I am going to collect my Social Security check upon retirement. I most likely am not going to wait until full retirement age, which is 66 years and 6 months. I'm probably going to take it early. I'm going to probably take it the first day of retirement, the first day I decide to go. I'll pull the Social Security down. I won't be waiting around for the money. And so we don't know how long we're going to live. It's sort of like a guessing game. It's sort of, luck has a lot to do with it. And planning for your retirement future, well, I'm doing the best that I can, but it kind of is the great cosmic joke, because you never know how long you're going to live, and you never know when an event will occur that causes the ball to bounce a funny direction, so to speak, and then all the plans that have been made are, well, they evaporate. They evaporate into thin air, and then you're looking forward to uh, a whole nother direction of travel. So the house is going great. Oh, I know. I want to talk to you about something about the weight loss. Okay, so in one of the videos recently, I started discussing how I needed to do something fairly dramatic. Well, anyway, it's dramatic and drastic in my mind's eye, because it just wasn't, I'm not dropping the poundage. I'm not dropping the poundage as quickly as I thought. Even if I were dropping 1 pound per week, I would be happy. But I have curtailed my eating habits. I don't run through the fast food restaurant nearly as often as I used to. I would say that I'm down to maybe 10% of the visits that I used to take down to the fast food restaurant drive-through window. But that being said, I got down and I was holding at about 8 pounds, and so I decided I was going to do that. What do they call that? Eat one meal a day diet thing, and that I was going to give myself a 16-hour fast. So I haven't done still a whole lot of research. I'm kind of flying on this thing blind, but what I started to do is I just started to eat dinners. That's all. And why dinners? Why did I choose dinners for me? The reason being that because I tend to come home from work after a hard days at the office, sitting there at the desk, banging away on those computer keys, basically doing useless busy work, in my opinion. Well, anyway, that's for another video. But anyway, it's the reason is because when I come home, I kick my shoes off, I sit in front of the TV set, and I just veg out for hours until bedtime, whenever that may come. And so, it can't be a good thing to be sitting there in front of the TV when you get home from work for hours on end. So I decided that it would be the best time to eat and the only meal of the day to eat, because by eating dinner, I'm usually snacking anyway in front of the TV set when I come home, and I can combine the eating of the dinner with the snacking, and then I can enjoy a 16-hour fast. All right, so I have lost, ladies and gentlemen, another 5 pounds for a total of 13 pounds. So I'm now at 210, and I've got a long ways to go. But so far, there hasn't been a need for me to cheat on the diet, except for after the first couple of days. I struggled. The first couple of days, I struggled. I think this is week number 2 that I'm starting here. It's Sunday or Monday, Sunday, Thanksgiving Day weekend, I guess you'd call it. And you may have noticed that I put up some video highlights from the build in Baybay, Leyte. And the reason is that because, well, I just figured that everybody would be out doing their own thing. Man, this gimbal is getting heavy. And they'd be out doing their own thing for Thanksgiving. Probably those that are the most interested in watching how this build is happening would be tuning in and taking a look to see the progress of the house in Baybay, Leyte. Hey, what about those septic tanks, man? I am so impressed. That is unbelievable. Why can't we build a septic system like that here in the U.S.? Why do they require us to spend thousands of dollars, if not tens of thousands of dollars, putting in a septic tank with a leaching field and all that other stuff, or whatever you call it, when all you have to do is construct it out of concrete blocks? And so we got number one going one direction. That would be your gray water that comes from the sinks and the showers. And then number 2 going the other way. But it's interesting. The Philippines, they don't know much about breaking down the waste. And so perhaps when we get there, I plan on educating them on how you do that. And I might even, at this point, I've been thinking about it, I might even install a composting toilet and, to preserve space so that I don't have to deal with cleaning that septic tank out too often. I'm not so sure that they've ever seen such a thing, in the Philippines, composting toilet. But anyway, I might bring that environmental friendly technology over there when I move there so that folks can see how wonderful an idea it is to compost your waste. Anyway, oh, I feel like I'm out of breath. Anyway, no, I'm doing okay. So, okay, the main thing is the build is going well. You see it happening on video, on the feed, and the feed is working out great. Combination of pictures and video, and I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. The wife is happy and thrilled, and we will see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, subscribership is growing, and also the views are growing, and so they're growing at a pretty fair clip. And so I'm kind of impressed. I'm not sure how this whole YouTube video thing works, but so far so good. And one more thing is I still can't figure out the casino video. I'm not sure maybe I put the title and the words in the description that caused it to come on search engines. It activated some kind of algorithm that makes it, go to that video when you put in the words Thunder Valley Casino. But in any event, I'm happy about the views. And I think after this video, sometime today, I'm going to put all my uh, clips of the spinning of the casino slot machines because for some reason, it's kind of hypnotic for me. And so just for fun, I'm going to take all my video clips of the last 2 visits to Thunder Valley and the slot machine spinning around, spiraling around, where you can see the numbers and the images come up. And for some reason, on a little experiment, I bet you I end up getting a lot of hits. Well, that's that's today's video. It's Sunday. I think it's November 29th. Y'all have enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. See you later. Take care.